You'll also want to get any obstacles between you and the attacker if possible. If I were attacked on the street or in a parking lot, I would want to try to get anything between me and my attacker. It may end up that you are on one side of a car and the attacker is on the other side of the car. If possible, you can try to position yourself beside a tire. If the criminal tries to shoot under the car, the shot may hit your leg or foot. If you can do so quickly, jump down and try to shoot them under the car. I'd rather hit him in the ankle or the foot than not at all. This would give him something else to think about besides attacking me. I know self-defense instructors teach people what is known as either the Weaver stance or the isosceles stance. The stances would be very helpful if the attacker would stand 10 feet away and perfectly still. The attack will occur very fast. You will not be able to get a very good stance as you will be moving fast also. I would highly expect to be one-handed shooting and on the run as you are diving behind cover. Getting behind cover is your primary concern. Cover would be anything that could prevent the bullet from penetrating your position. Concealment is anything that could obstruct the view of the attacker. Here's another point about staving off an attack. You always have to draw with your strong hand only. You will very likely have to use your weak hand to push off the attacker. For this reason, I have a recommendation for you. That recommendation is that you build up the strength in your arms as much as possible. If you cannot do anything else, please consider buying a 3 or 5 pound barbell. The more strength that you have in your arms, the more you will be able to hold off the attacker until you can draw your gun and fire at him. I would also recommend building up strength in your legs. You may have to push off or kick an attacker with your feet or legs. In the training videos I've seen, many people were carrying spare magazines. They were practicing shooting it out with someone and exchanging magazines during a gunfight. This requires the use of both hands. You cannot afford to do that. Criminals will want to get close to you. You have to count on a method of shooting that only uses one hand. You may very well have to hold off someone with your weak hand and not exchange magazines. I carry my primary gun in my pocket and a secondary gun and an outside the waistband holster over my hip. If I was expecting a prolonged heavy-duty shootout requiring a lot of ammunition, I could carry additional ammunition and spare magazines. However, if I'm carrying lots of ammunition, I have to reevaluate to see if it's necessary where I'm going to. If I'm going to a very dangerous area, my tactic might be to consider going to a safer area. There is a nationally known self-defense expert who recommends carrying a fanny pack with a camera logo on the front. He says do this so the police and criminals will not think you are carrying a gun. This person has obviously never been to a tough neighborhood. Having a camera logo on your fanny pack will attract criminals, not deter them. They will come up to you and rob you to get your expensive camera. This is not a theory of mine. I saw this happen in Richmond before.